how are you? So welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Erin and I am currently filming my Accutane journey. So this is the month 1 recap. So basically pretty self-explanatory. In this video I'm going to be talking about all of my side effects and things that I have experienced in the first month of Accutane. My computer here with all my notes on it, so if you see me looking down, I will be reading this. I'm actually going to be doing my makeup as well. I was not planning on doing my makeup in this video. I was gonna film an entire separate video of how I do my makeup on Accutane, but I'm actually going out to dinner tonight, so I figured I would just do both. So right now I'm just moisturizing my skin. So throughout this video you will see clips of me throughout the week and pictures kind of jumping in and explaining how I'm feeling and what I'm experiencing. I'm gonna start with my foundation. I actually mixed 2 foundations together. So the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Foundation is one of my favorite foundations, so I'm actually gonna mix this foundation with no, I'm not. So I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, which I used to use a couple years ago when it first came out, and I forgot how much I like it, but I'm actually gonna mix it with the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation. I just find that with my skin being so dry, just having like that luminosity in my foundation does make a huge difference on how my skin looks. Start applying. So throughout the first month, I actually only wore makeup, I think like 4 times. So like Thanksgiving I wore makeup, and then like a couple nights that I went out on a date I wore makeup as well. So I know that I did film the first week, but I just wanted to recap if you did not watch that video. Right away I noticed dryness. That was like the #1 side effect, and I noticed that my skin was breaking out when I first started taking Accutane pretty bad. But it did calm down a lot. So now it's definitely like I'm getting a couple breakouts here and there throughout the day, and then I just have a bunch of things that are lingering. So in my notes I wrote, noticed dryness right off the bat, nothing too extreme, but enough to where it was noticeable. I was extremely fatigued the first week, and looking back, the first week that I started Accutane, I actually was having really bad migraines. I've never suffered from migraines. Currently going in with the L'Oreal Infallible concealer. I've never suffered from migraines, and the first week, I mean, they were so bad that I would get home from work and I would immediately have to just like lay down, and like I couldn't be on my phone or on my computer. And at first I thought it was because I started working on my computer more because of work. Then looking back on it, I really truly believe that it was the Accutane that was causing those headaches to that extreme. Normally I'm the kind of person that I do not take anything for my headaches. I just kind of like tough it out, and I could not do that. So I did have headaches the first week, and that was miserable, I will say. Looking back, I mean, those were some pretty terrible headaches, but this did go away in the first week. So that was pretty much the whole situation with the first week. Going into the second week, my skin, I wrote my skin was bumpy, almost like sandpaper, which it was. I had a bunch of like closed pimples like under the skin, and when you would run my hands over my skin, I could feel them. I just felt like my skin just looked so textured, and it was so discouraging. So I'm currently going in with the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. I actually like really like this bronzer a lot. Wrote my face was red, especially after washing it, and my face definitely has been more red, but I've heard that because of the Accutane, it just causes redness. I also wrote that the lips are the worst part. It felt like a film was on my lips, and I know I did speak about that in my first video. My lip dryness is still here. I don't think the lip dryness is gonna go away. I don't think the dryness in general is gonna go away. Like I said, it's just the main symptom, and if dryness is the worst, I can handle that. I'm gonna go in with the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. This is like, I've literally used this since high school, and it's my favorite blush in the entire world. I also wrote that I need to stop picking my acne, which is still true. You will see in clips that I pick, and even now I'll sit here and I will pick my skin, and I need to stop doing that. It's such a bad habit. So if you pick your skin, don't do it. I wrote no joint pain. I have had a couple friends take Accutane and they said that the joint pain was pretty like bad to where it was noticeable. I have not dealt with joint pain, thank God. One thing that I have dealt with, which I did write it on here, is my scalp is flaking so bad. My scalp is so dry, and now before Accutane, I would only wash my hair twice a week, and now I wash my hair once a week, sometimes like a week and a half without washing my hair, and that's disgusting. Like, I know that probably sounds disgusting to some people. It's just so true. Your scalp is so dry that like you don't want to irritate it by putting shampoo in your hair and just stripping your scalp even more. It's just, that was just the one thing that just really sucked, is my scalp was just so dry. And my scalp still is dry, but I'm cutting back on my washes to a week and a half, which I still cannot believe that I only wash my hair that frequently. Has helped tremendously with that, but it was really bad the second week. My scalp was disgusting. I also wrote that I am shedding hair more than normal. So the hair on my head, I am losing hair. I wouldn't say a lot of hair, but enough to where it's noticeable, and like I'll run my hand like through my ponytail and I'll pull a couple strands of hair out. I have always dealt with my hair shedding like that, especially when I compete towards the end of my prep, especially this previous prep that I was in. I was losing a lot of hair towards the end because I was just so unhealthy. So I don't think it's related to, it's not that I'm unhealthy, it's just that the medicine can cause hair loss. And so I think I am shedding for that reason, but it's not enough to where I'm like pulling clumps of hair out of my head. So it's not bad, it's just annoying more than anything. And also the second week is when I wore makeup for the first time. I wore makeup once and did not notice any issues with how my makeup was laying on the skin. I also wrote, I need to up my water intake. The side effects are so much worse when your water intake is not high. So I highly recommend just ensuring that you stay up on drinking your water. I cannot stress that. I'm just gonna end with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. So I'm going to do my brows. So I go in with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I also use the CoverGirl, the Benefit. Any just micro pencil is what I use for my brows. And then I have been using the Milani Weekend Brow. It's kind of like the Glossier Brow Flick. So I do go in with this on the front of my brows to create the brow-like hairs. Okay, so week 3, I did not experience any, oh my gosh, my forehead's so dry. So week 3, I did not experience any new symptoms. Again, it was just the same dryness on my forehead, around my nose, which my forehead dryness has been the worst. I will notice like right here, I'm so dry. And again, just my lips. I just have to ensure that I always have some type of chapstick, Vaseline, Aquaphor, lip balm on me at all times. Week 3 was the week of Thanksgiving. I wrote, still tired, could have just been me working a new job, new stressors. It was also, like I said, Thanksgiving, so I did end up traveling. I went down to Salt Fork, which is like a state park here, and my family rented a cabin, so we just stayed in a cabin I was there for 2 days total. So much fun to just like get away and just be kind of off the grid for a little bit, not have just like work stressors and just dealing with hearing everything in the news about COVID. It's extremely exhausting, and I think that's why I'm just tired all the time. Is this year has just been very exhausting, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that as well. So I had not had a drink on Accutane until Thanksgiving. Drinking on Accutane is like not permitted because again, Accutane is such a harsh drug, can affect your liver. So obviously alcohol, already. You know, if you drink a lot, alcohol can have some effects on your liver. I mean, I do not drink often by any means. I have maybe like 3 drinks a month, I would say. So this is actually obviously week 4 that I'm filming this, and I did have a margarita yesterday and again didn't notice any issues. How I feel personally is that you can drink on Accutane. Again, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not your doctor, so don't take what I'm saying 100% to heart. Talk to your doctor and your dermatologist beforehand. But for me personally, I think having like a drink every now and then is fine. Again, like I said, I have a drink, so I'm not getting shit-faced or anything like that every single day or every single weekend rather. I am very aware of my drinking habits. I got to bring my pills with me when I went down to the cabin. Actually, I take that back. I did not forget. I put them in the front part of my bag and forgot that I put them there. So when I was at the cabin, I thought that I did not have any pills on me, but I did. So obviously I skipped them. And then when I came home and unpacked, I was like, you're an idiot. Oh, and I also wrote that because I missed the pills. I didn't show any signs or symptoms that I didn't take it. I also wore makeup twice and it laid fine on the skin. I said I did up my water intake and I did notice that it helped, and there was no headaches and no excessive dryness. So I'm actually not gonna wear mascara. I just don't really feel like it. Okay, so like I mentioned, this is week 4. Again, I mean, looking back, I'll obviously insert clips, but I can't pinpoint anything that I've noticed that's different. The inside of my nose has been so dry. Not like around my nose. Like the insides of my nostrils have been so dry that I feel like I'm stuffed up every single day, or I feel like I have like dried up boogies up there, and I don't. It's just my nose is so dry. That has been extremely annoying. Again, it's manageable, but it's just like my nostrils are just so dry. Other than that, that has been the newest symptom. Other than that, everything else has been the same. It's been manageable. This is the beginning of month 2. I'm like 2 days into month 2. I have not personally experienced any new side effects, but again, my dosing for this month is only 20 milligrams again, so my dosing does not change for this month. However, month 3, we are, obviously according to my labs and how they come back, we are going to be bumping me up to 40 milligrams, which makes me a little nervous because I feel like I'm probably definitely gonna have some side effects from that, especially in the beginning. So that is pretty much it. All right, so that is it. That is my 1 month Accutane update. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in a month for my month 2 update. I'm sure I will have a video between then. I do want to do my skincare routine, so I will have that posted soon. And then if you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns, things you want to see, please leave them down below in the comment section. Message me on Instagram. If you have my number, text me, ask me all the questions. I will try to answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.